I think that the matchup and the games, they live up to the expectation, because the Speeches Championship final, I mean, the final result was, to be honest, a bit disappointing, that Magnus was so dominant in his run, and finally here we have a very, very close match. So your predictions, Tanya, what we can expect from this game, is going to be something quieter, or still, again, same craziness as in the previous round?
And to just mark out the craziness that you're talking about, both victories in this match have been with the black pieces. There's not been a solid display. It's just been back and forth, punches being traded, checkmates on the board. Insane stuff by both these players. Now, once again, a slow start, but we've seen this happen until it explodes. So we see the Russell limo being played out, and an e5 bishop comes out to d6, an approach where the bishop sometimes falls back one step and then strikes in the center with the d-pawn. What do you make of this opening strategy by these two players?
Yeah, this is again a pretty modern trend, and it's not really surprising to see that the best players in the world, they're following the trend. I'm gonna correct myself, they're setting the trend that is being played right now. So this trick of bishop b5, e5, again, the point is, this idea is known from the Ryan Lopez. You cannot really win the pawn here with bishop c6, d takes, knight e5. This allows black to play queen e4, immediately win back the pawn. All of this is known, but now the theory here has moved on, because in the early stages of this variation, white almost always tried to break through in the center with c3, d4 to punish black for this terrible bishop on d6. But now the theory has already evolved to the point that black supposedly is doing fine in these lines, and that's why here Alireza is just playing fine positional chess and trying to exploit the weakened d5 square that black has.
Really nicely broken down, and we see a bishop to g5 pinning that knight. Black can often try to advance, and on the queen side as well, push that a pawn, push that b pawn, and we're going to see how Magnus wants to continue in this position. He's gone into a bit of a think right now. Does that surprise you with knight d5 threats on the board? Is that something that he's worried about?
He's probably just trying to recollect some theory. Usually at this level, players have very long variations, and they try to recall, okay, in this position I have like 8 continuations, so if I choose this continuation for this particular game, what do you think is going to continue? So he's trying to picture already the course of the game for the next 5 moves or so. So obviously he knows how to play here. There could be the move h6, but I think, Tanya, here the typical move here that black typically plays is a6, b5, and then if after a6 white decides to take on c6, then black immediately either with a b pawn or the d pawn takes on c6 and immediately solves the problem of the knight e5 threat.
It's all about this d5 square. Now, we saw the chat poll earlier where our chat gave Alireza a 38% chance against Magnus. I wonder, do you think that perhaps has changed after this last game victory by Alireza? I would love to see the poll again.
Me too, absolutely. I think definitely after every single decisive game, the favorites, they're going to change. So not really sure what it's going to look like right now. So let's see.
Probably closer. By the way, I see we've got some moves out there, as we can see on that bottom right on our live board. In fact, I believe a6. close enough to that g-pawn to keep it defended. Now he pins the d7 bishop, once again paralyzing the white king.
Watch out for the trick. King h6 will be king f6. You can't really do that, leaving the bishop under attack here, so still need to be careful. I think what Alireza tries to do here, position... No. I thought he's gonna position the king on g8, a bishop e8, bishop f7, and king g7. That's the only idea I could think of here. Maybe he's still gonna do it, but 5 seconds here for the Frenchman. Still no progress. Yeah, we're watching the same stuff.
Progress. And he's gonna give a check on g2, force the king back, and now the rook comes back to b1 to give a check on f1. But king f6 is coming in, so you need to stop that.
There you go, king f6 is incoming. Now black can still play rook b1, so black is still perfectly safe. I don't see any change. I think that here Firouzja should try to get the king on g8.
But you know, these are the seconds where a mistake can happen, because you've repeated the position so many times, your mind starts fogging up, and Magnus has got 5 seconds on the clock. He has to keep the game going, keep that pawn on g6 for just a few more moves, and it ends in a draw then. He cannot allow king f6 under time pressure.
So Alireza is trying the tricks, but I think the game is about to finish in a draw in any move. So I think it's something like 10 moves or less. Shouldn't take any longer. So Alireza is running out of ideas, and of course he's going to fight it out until the very end, until this system is going to announce it's a draw. Another attempt to get the king on f6.
Just move the rook to a point where you can give a check or stop it with king g7. He does it with the king. Once again, no entry for Alireza.
No ideas. I think he has no ideas here. Alright, there you go. 50 more rule. Draw.
Magnus flawlessly defends the endgame, keeps things under control. Alireza on the push against Magnus, and the score